Hello everyone, wherever you are. Hope you're doing well. I thought I'd put this quick video together showing how I get multiple minis primed or at least painted in a solid color at a time. And what I do is I get a stick that I have here that I use for this, mostly for this particular reason, and some blue tack, and I take the minis that I'm looking to get primered and I will stick them right onto the stick using that blue tack. And you'll see here as I press it down to make sure that they don't fall off, because the last thing you want is to have your, especially I think lead minis are a lot more prone to breaking than plastic ones are if they fall from a high spot. Keep my minis at least 2 inches apart. So that you can easily spray in between each figure, because I use a rattle can to get the right amount of coverage on all the miniatures that you're painting. Yeah, looks like I realized here that he might be too close, and I'll move him. With the blue tack, I apply all the minis that I'm looking to get primered onto the stick, about 2 inches apart each. Position them in such a way to make sure I might be able to get any tight or hard to get spots on the miniature. These particular miniatures, I've already gone ahead and done some base work to them, where that horse there, that war horse there you see, I've already applied some texture to the base. These other single figures, I've worked on the base with some green stuff and gotten it to a point where I feel comfortable that I can get a base or a primer coat on all of them in preparation for the final paint job. So this all came about as doing a commission for that mounted figure, or that horse there, that war horse, and I figured I might as well optimize the use of my primer, as it is in a rattle can, and get multiple figures ready for paint at the same time. Minimize how much paint I waste out of that rattle can. So once I've got all the figures that I'm looking to get primered or colored in a solid color onto the stick, well then the next step is to grab that paint can, grab this stick, and go outside and get to painting. So I don't have a camera that I can take with me outside easily and show how I paint or spray these guys, but it's the typical instructions you've all heard before. 6 to 8 inches away from your target. Look for optimal conditions for using spray paint. Start your spray can off your target and move it across the surface that you want to paint, and end off the surface that you want to paint. And so you apply a few strokes on each side and at different angles. The beauty of having them on this stick is that you can rotate the stick around, even hold them upside down, and get the underneath parts and crevices of your miniature covered with your primer or solid color. I've used this particular method to paint my AOS army. They're all Khorne, and so you know it's golden red. And so I wasn't about to paint my 60 bloodthirsters, or blood reavers, excuse me, because I don't have the time these days to do it, but it's nice to see a color on the board, and it really does stand out when my horde is all one color. So my horde of blood reavers is all a red. After I've come back from spray painting the first pass, now unfortunately I did this in the dark because it's already nighttime and I live in an apartment building, so I just do it out in the front, and it was kind of dark. It's bright enough to see but not see well, so I went out and did a second pass, and here's my second pass, and I'm satisfied with this. Still not perfect, but I think it's going to do the trick for me in this particular instance. And you can see here how I've gotten coverage on each of these guys. all along the stick. And now I just gotta let them dry. The paint's still wet, as you can see. And once they dry, I can pull them off the stick and get ready to start painting. As I move the stick around, they don't fall off. So it's I think it's a nice method. I've heard about it from some of the other guys on YouTube, and I thought I'd repeat it here as well, and just simply show this one system of priming multiple miniatures at once, or even getting just a solid color on multiple miniatures at once. And here's a close-up of what those miniatures look like after they've dried and been primed. And that's it for now, guys. Hope you have a good one. Hope you enjoy this short tip. And I look forward to coming back on here and showing you some more work as time permits. Ciao.